Hey guys, today I bring you this really flirty and fun look for the spring. This is a really pretty look using a lot of my favorite purple colors. The main event that kind of makes this look really work is this Makeup Geek eyeshadow in Wisteria, hence the name. And I've mentioned this a lot recently because I absolutely adore it and I love the way this looks. It's semi-natural looking, even though we are using, I think almost everything we use is purple tone, like with the exception of a cream color for highlighting and stuff. It's all purple tones, but it comes together as looking really diffused and kind of natural. I mean, obviously not natural because no one has a purple crease naturally, but it's wearable. I think if you're kind of not someone who wears a lot of makeup, I think that this look with a pair of wispy false lashes would be absolutely gorgeous for a night out type look if you're not into smoky stuff. Please stay tuned if you want to see how I got this look. I'm going to start out by priming my eyes as usual. I'm not going to show you, but I will show you what I use. I use the Jane eye primer just through my crease to make sure, because I do have hooded eyes, so I do sometimes get transfer. And then just the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Nude Pink all over for a nice even canvas. Okay, so the first shadow I'm going in with is Makeup Geek's Vanilla Bean. Just a, well, it's not quite matte, like a satin finish highlighting color. Anyone you have will do. This is a good one at a nice price though. Taking a really big brush, and what I'm gonna do with that is fluff it from everywhere, basically from inner corner, all over the lid, crease, brow bone, everything. This is gonna create a nice canvas for your eyeshadows to all blend well, and also it is gonna be our main lid color today. So it's like killing two birds with one stone, as they say. The next color I'm going in with is another Makeup Geek one in Unexpected. It's a soft mauve-y nude. It's very neutral looking. It doesn't come off as too purple. So this is going to be a great transition color. Since we are using purple tones today, it's going to be the most neutral color we're using because, like I said in the intro, I am using all purpley tones. So I'm going to grab this just with a fluffy brush, just through the crease softly. I'm not trying to make this an intense payoff, just a transition color. So always, those are always light. So just do that. And I'm just going to go in with a blending brush with nothing on it to buff that out. I'm actually going to take a little teeny bit of that Unexpected and go a little lower on the crease, kind of overlapping a little with the lid. I don't really love to leave the lid completely like this off-white color because I think it's just a bit stark. So blending a little of this will help soften that. Before I go any further with the eyeshadow, I actually realized I skipped a step, which is the liner on my, it's kind of on the tight line and waterline, but it's hitting more where the lashes are. Like, you're not really getting an intense coating. You'll see what I mean in a second, but just kind of pressing it into the lashes. I usually do this before any eyeshadow because I want to be able to really diffuse it. This is a beautiful liner and it lasts all day. It's the L'Oreal Silkissime liner in Plum. I love the color of this. It's a deep cool tone, purple, and like I said, I'm gonna kind of get the tight line and waterline but pressing into the lashes. If you don't particularly like waterline eyeliner in your waterline, which I don't always, you can totally skip this and the look is just as beautiful. I've done it. I just think this creates a nice impact. The next eyeshadow I'm taking is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is Violet. If you don't want to spend this much on an eyeshadow because they are a little expensive, you could go with something more affordable. I have to say though, I personally don't know of an eyeshadow that's like this that's better. I mean, I don't think this is like incredible, but it's hard to find a good cool tone purple. I know that Makeup Geek does have like Fairy Tale and Duchess, I believe. I haven't tried those. Let me know if they're any good because I mean, I'm always looking to save some money. So I'm going to take a little of this on my crease brush and I'm going to do this in the outer kind of, I would say V, but it's in a more of a C shape, kind of rounded. And I'm doing this before my next crease color because I want to be able to blend it because this color can be quite stark because it isn't matte. And what I'm doing with the brush with this is I'm taking a light hand and then I'm going to use my same brush here and use it to buff inwards because I'm not going to I never really like to blend with a blending brush on the eyes, like the lids, because it makes it a little muddy, but using a feathery stroke will just soften that line, and then we can focus our blending on the outer perimeter. The last color is certainly the main event of this. It's Makeup Geek's Wisteria. So I mentioned this in the haul where I got this, as well as my most recent favorites video. I think if you're at all interested in purple eyeshadows, this is a must. I don't know of any real dupes. The rest of these colors are semi-dupable, but this one is so unique and pretty. It's, you can see this bright poppy magenta, but with a light hand through the crease, it just kind of adds that purpley tone that sometimes purple neutrals can kind of not have as much of a purple tone. But if you take this, it just brightens things up. And since we are making the focus of this look purple, it's a nice thing. So I'm gonna take that, not too much, and I'm gonna go with that kind of above the crease, so a little higher, and I'm going to use that also to blend out this violet color. And then just taking a blending brush and really buffing that out. We don't want a harsh line, especially with a color like purple that can be quite severe. What I'm hoping you guys have noticed throughout this is that I'm not taking a ton of any of these colors. We really want it to be soft and diffuse, because I wanted the idea of this to be to show you how to wear some poppy purple colors in an everyday look. So if you take a lot of them, it can get real purple real fast. One thing to note with the blending though is I'm also taking a softer touch, because Wisteria especially is so pigmented. If you really blend it, you're going to end up with that purple color blended really far out of the lines where you want it. So taking a smaller stroke is going to blend it without over blending it. For the lower lashes here, I'm going to go in with just a pencil brush and that Unexpected again. I don't want to take Wisteria or Violet down there because I'm trying to keep the lower lash line less purple and the crease be the focus of the purple. Unexpected will just tie in without being too much, and that's going to help us to buff out that liner and make sure it's set in place for all day. I've mentioned this in like every video ever, but I always keep that lower lash line very soft. Then I do like to do a little purple on the upper lash line as well. I am using a different eyeliner, but of course you can use the same one. I'll go ahead and swatch to kind of show you what I'm about to mention, which is that I like to use a slightly different tone of purple on the top. I think it creates a nice contrast. The one I just used on the waterline is this one. You can see quite blue toned, while this one's more of a burgundy. This is unfortunately an Urban Decay liner in Rockstar. I would have preferred to use a drugstore, but I went to CVS and they were sold out of like all of their purple liners. But anywho, what I'm going to do with this is just do a simple line right along the lashes up top, nothing too thick, nothing with a wing, just to create more definition and even more purple, because let's be real, can we ever get enough purple? I'm just going to set that and smudge out the line just a little with our violet color. It's going to tie in nicely with that outer corner and keep it looking kind of, it's going to give it a smoky effect to have the same color. I'm just taking a blending brush and I'm going to gently soften out that line. Since we use pencil, it can be a bit jagged, so this is just going to smooth it out. But of course, you don't want to buff out the line because we did want that definition. That's basically it. I'm just going to reapply my highlight real quick I like to do that at the end just to kind of soften out that edge of the eyeshadow a little bit more. And then I'm going to apply mascara and I'll be back to show you the finished look. So I finished off the eyes, and to finish up with the cheeks and lips, I went for peachy tones. I know a lot of people think pink with purple, but I think peach looks better with purples. I think it warms it up nicely, really contrasts, but also complements, if that makes sense. So for blush, I wanted that kind of glowy look, so I used Milani's Luminoso Baked Blush. I'm loving this at the moment. It looks beautiful with purple eyes, I think. And then for lips, I kind of wanted to go more nude route. I have worn this with a bright pink, as you saw in my haul, but I like this combo. It's a combination of Colourpop Cookie and Revlon Rose Velvet, a couple of my favorite darker nudes, and I love the way they combine, and I think they play off the eyes nicely. So that is the finished Wisteria look. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like below, subscribe to see more from me. Also, if you're interested in what's on the rest of my face, I will have a lot of that listed below. The brow tutorial for this look also just went up, so I'll link that if you're interested. And yeah, I hope to talk to you guys soon, and have a great day. Bye.
Unconditional